Chinese telecom companies are gradually switching to domestic CPU platforms by raising their procurement of servers based on CPUs from Huawei, Haigon, or Lungsan, reports state-controlled Global Times. Purchases by telco giants like China Telecom, China Mobile, and China Unicom significantly support developers of Chinese-made processors and the country's strive for self-sufficiency. But there is a big catch. China Telecom plans to acquire 156,000 servers, 67.5% of which are G-series and equipped with Chinese-made CPUs. This is a substantial shift from 4 years ago when only 19.9% of the company's servers used domestic CPUs, and Intel Xeon processors dominated with a 79.4% share, according to Global Times. The G-series is a designation for a server based on a CPU, or maybe even two, formally developed in China. China Mobile is also ramping up its support for local processors. Of their 13 server procurement tenders, 10 are designated for G-series projects, highlighting the company's commitment to domestic CPUs. The report says the proportion of Chinese CPUs in China Mobile's PC server acquisitions has increased from about 21% in 2020 to 43.5% recently. China Unicom has seen a similar trend, with a notable rise in demand for domestic processors since 2020. The company has increasingly used Chinese-made CPUs, particularly models like Huawei's Kunpeng 920 and Shugan's Haigon 7165 and Haigon 7185. Because the US government has set rather strict export rules for selling high-performance processors to Chinese entities, which for now have little to do with telco giants, except, of course, blocked Huawei, but even in this case, there have been exceptions made. Chinese telecom companies are switching to domestic processors to ensure that they are not left without compute performance they need if the US imposes stricter sanctions against China.